So I'm just going to do a voiceover of my flat and jumping rounds. So this is my flat class, and I was actually really happy with how I rode. I think I really struggle with being too aggressive with my riding and seat and hands. And this horse got mad at you and would crow hop if you did. So I was really proud of how I didn't let that affect me. And yes, don't mind my number, it's crooked, I know. Portion of it. And before this, the lady was telling me all of the tips for this horse, because if you're friendly with people in IEA, it really can help you out. And I really liked how he was stretching down through his body, unlike some of the other riders that rode him. He really stretched down and relaxed. And a lot of the riders that rode him, when they asked for the canter, they would ask a bit too aggressively. So that was also a problem. So here we did the sitting trot, and I was praying that I did not lose my stirrup, because on some horses, the sitting trot is just weird, I don't know, and I just can't keep my stirrups. But I was actually really happy with this, and it was quite downward transition, and he didn't toss his head around. And here's where we canter, and this is where he gets mad at people if, you pinch too hard at the knee and stuff. So I was really happy. And I have a big problem with, pumping with my seat and leaning, so I didn't do that too much, I didn't think, so I thought that also went really well. This turn was good, too, because you can see that I'm not leaning at him, and he almost broke there, but thankfully I caught it in time. And then this was our downward transition. It was decent. I kind of leaned at him just a little bit. And then we had to switch directions. And he was actually a Western Pleasure horse before this, so his leg cues were so good. It was so nice. So then I think we trot this way. Yeah, so then here, the video is pretty bad, but he kind of, as I asked for the trot, I didn't add enough inside leg, so he kind of dove out and was kind of bending to the outside a lot. And I could have gotten my hands out in front of my body a little bit more, because they were in my lap, so it was kind of hard to steer. But see here, he's not straight and he's not bent. He's kind of just getting mad. Here I was posting a lot with my arms, but then this was a good downward transition. And I think we canter this way. I really took my time to set him up. Here, I could have prevented that, but it was a good transition. And through my head the whole time through the transition, I was like, please do not get the wrong lead. Please do not get the wrong lead. So this was good. I really like this. I think there was a horse over there, so that's why I didn't go over there. But here I was pumping with my body a bit, because he got kind of in front of me, and I did lean a lot through that turn. And again, just more inside leg and then inside rein. Here we got mad in the downward transition because I was starting to get a bit handsy with him. So that's completely my fault. And then I think we line up. And, of course, I was the last one to line up, because whenever the judges tell me to line up, for some reason I'm always the farthest away. So, of course, they had to wait for me to line up. And I think the judge was like, once you guys are lined up, then you guys can dismount. As I was still walking over there, it was actually kind of funny. But then we dismounted, and the whole time I didn't realize this, but my button on my show jacket had fallen off, and there was only 2 buttons holding it on. That's why you can see like that. So I need to sew another button on. But he was really good, and I was really proud of him. I really liked how he rode. First in this class out of 5, so I was pretty happy with that. Okay, so this was my jumping round. It was kind of a disaster. This pony was 11-2 hands, and literally I just remember going the whole time, and his stride was so small, and he didn't have flying changes, so I had to get the simple on him. And I was really pumping with my body because, he wasn't, going anywhere. And that was, the best jump of the whole course, because I finally saw a distance on him. But I felt so bad because I was so big, and he, I couldn't get him to go around the turners or anything. And he would, back off at the jumps if you didn't, kick him at the beginning of them. So I was exhausted because the amount of leg this little guy took was freaking insane. So here, I lost my stirrup, but luckily it was on the other side, so the judge didn't see it. And then we got the change. Yeah, it was just really bad. And it's not his fault or anything. I couldn't ride. And my stirrups were so short, and Natalie was like, okay, so here's the refusal. It's my fault. We would have gotten a 5 in the 3 stride because we didn't come in with enough pace, and we kind of got the long, so he was already dying. and I was dying. So it was just my fault because I kind of dropped him, and he was like, nope, not going to jump that if you don't add leg. So we got a little bit more leg, and then we finished. But he was really good overall. He was super cute, too, just a little small. So overall, I got a first and a fifth, first in flat, fifth in jumping. So it was a pretty good day, and I'm really proud of it. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.